Alright guys, it might be a little bit premature, but I got some new Christmas lights yesterday and I had to put them up on the house to see how they looked. I got those great big vintage ones. I really like it, but I have a lot more Christmas lights to do. I know it's dark out, but I do... Hi Chase. I do the whole driveway, so I gotta do that yet. How many days?
Huh?
How many days?
I think 18.
18 to pale?
Yep.
We're getting our...
leave. So Pale's actually 19, but when we leave it's 18.
Okay. Oh, that is so nice. Muffin getting them booty gains.
Snickers was leaving so far, and so she got this off of there.
Oh, well, you got it back up, huh?
I had to pick her up with it.
All right, guys. So it has been, I think, 2 weeks, maybe a little less since my last video. And again, life's been a whirlwind, so I've started many videos and then turned them off and then started another one and then turned it off and so on and so forth. So I think you're gonna get a lot of me in the vehicle when I'm driving and stuff like that probably for the foreseeable future. However, this week I am gonna be home, so you're gonna get to see this face a lot more often, I suppose, because tomorrow is Monday and I'm gonna be doing a lot, like just getting stuff ready for Black Friday, which I'll tell you about later. Also, I am going to take Harley's 3 lambs, Diva, Snickers, Muffin, up to the vet so that we can get our CVI papers, which is just like health certification, so that we can go to the Pennsylvania Youth Livestock Expo, which is in December. It's the 11th and 12th and I think the 13th, but we're only going to be there the 11th and the 12th and we're coming home. So that's really exciting stuff. I also am going to stop at my little Amish store and buy some pie pans and stuff like that because Tuesday I am going to the commercial kitchen that I rent and I am baking for Thanksgiving orders, and then Wednesday I'm baking for our family. And then Thursday obviously is Thanksgiving and we host, so we'll have a lot going on then. And Friday is Black Friday and I have a lot of new product launches that's going to be on the website, which is anarchy-acresfarmstead.com. So that'll be really exciting. So just a really busy week and I'm really excited about it because this is one of my favorite times of the year. I love Thanksgiving. What do you think, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah, Thanksgiving is one of our favorite holidays. Something about just waking up and cooking all day and watching Macy's Day Parade and the dog show that follows. We just love that. So it's a great time. Also Friday, Black Friday, we will decorate for Christmas. Hopefully I'll have the lights coming down the driveway up before that. That way we can have them all on. What's up?
No.
Oh, I thought you needed me for something. You good? So just to catch you up, I'm going to clean stalls while talking to you because that's what I got for you tonight, okay? So today is 2 weeks since we went to our last horse show. And to catch you all up to speed, I think we did the video on the horse show and we weren't really sure like how we placed, but we were really just going to have fun and get out there and get experience. Well, it turns out that Harley placed 3rd in the 2D. And again, one of these days I'll make a video and break down the Ds. But she placed 3rd in the 2D. And so she actually got, 2nd in the 2D? No, 3rd. 3rd in the 2D. And she actually earned 80 points towards year-end awards. And then I placed 10th in the 2D. And I got 10 points towards year-end awards. So that was all really, really exciting. Plus, we both have room to improve. So we were looking forward to going to today's horse show so much. But there has been an outbreak of equine herpes virus, EVH1. EHV1. And so basically, like, it's pretty much about, like, horse COVID right now. Everybody's staying home, shows have been canceled. So this is a very contagious virus that is going around with horses. It's not contagious to people, but through horses. It's touch contact, so if you touched a horse that had it, you could give it to your own horse. It's droplet, so if a horse sneezes or coughs near your horse, they could contract it. The virus lives on surfaces for, I think, like metal surfaces. I think I saw something like almost 60 days or something crazy like that. So this is definitely like a burn your clothes, burn it all down type of situation. The facility that this happened at a barrel race in Waco, Texas, where the outbreaks was. There was like 1,000 horses there. And I don't know the exact numbers right now, but there are several horses that did contract it. Several have been put down. Some are going to be in a very long recovery situation. But what I love to see out of all of this really terrible stuff is the communication in the horse industry. And I kind of feel like, I don't know, in years past or in different species of animals, like it might be people coming for you saying how terrible this is and everything. Really, it's like not something you could really prevent, and they don't really show symptoms. Like it could be 2 weeks before they show symptoms. So obviously whoever had the horse there didn't know it had symptoms. Like this was a total accident situation. Where did it even come from? Because this is a different type of strain. So we have vaccinations against this. That is like part of your yearly booster on your horses. It's usually fine. It usually does the job, but it's not now. This is a different strain, and this one is largely showing neurological symptoms. And it's really kind of crazy to me because what it really reminds me of is M-worm in goats, where your horse is fine, where your goat, with M-worm is fine. And then the next minute they're like weak in the back end, and then they're completely flat like a pancake. That's kind of what I'm seeing happen. They're saying monitor for temperatures over 101, but a lot of the cases that I'm seeing never spike temps. A lot of the cases that I'm reading about never lost their appetite. But it's after the onset of the neurological symptoms where there'll be like urine leakage and stuff like that. That's when the rest of the symptoms kind of crop up. So it just really reminds me of M-worm in the goats. Prognosis is, I think, like 50-50. And the recovery, if you do survive this, is going to be extremely long. I'm very interested to see like if these horses will ever completely go back to normal. Again, I don't know the exact number of horses that have been affected by this outbreak, but it's definitely something to think about. And it's something that every equine person or anybody that has animals, period, should really consider and think about your biosecurity with your animals. Biosecurity is something that Harley had to learn about in 4-H. When you're going places with your animals, you shouldn't be touching other animals and then touching yours. You just never know. Like, you shouldn't be sharing water buckets or doing all the things. And when we go to horse shows, we'll stand around other horses. And I told Harley, I was like, from now on, when we go, it's going to be out the trailer, warm up away from others, and then run. And we don't need to be hanging out around other animals. Our horses don't require extensive warm up. A little bit of trotting around the parking lot's fine. And it does really make you think and consider your own practices, best practices always. So yeah, that's what's going on. Somebody had mentioned about this, and I wanted to make sure that I covered the topic because it's a super hot topic right now, and it's really devastating for all the people that have been affected with this because it's happening so quickly. So my thoughts are with everybody that has a horse that's affected. I hope that they recover, and I hope that this continues to get nipped in the butt. There's so much transparency with all the facilities right now. There is one reported case, but I'm not sure if it's the EHV1 or if it's a different virus. But there was one case in my state of Pennsylvania. It was at the Keystone Equine Facility, but that was a standardbred sale, like a yearling and weanling sale that horse went through. Although a week later there was a barrel race there, but I do think that was something different. I don't think that was the same thing, but don't quote me on that, because I'm just going by what I've heard, and you know how that goes on the internet, right? Okay. So yeah, we're just hanging out here, and if we miss, we're earning points and stuff, but before the barrel races were canceled, Harley and I already decided that it wasn't worth any amount of buckles or awards or trophies. We weren't going to go until we knew it was safe to go. Our horse's health is far more important. So yeah, that's something interesting that I thought I would just touch on, because it's out there, and no matter what discipline you do with your horse, if you have horses, if you're going out around other horses, it's definitely something to think about in the back of your head, because this can happen at any time. This is constantly present. It's omnipresent. It's always there. But you just have to think about your own practices and what's best for your own horses. So, all right. In other news, this past Wednesday, we actually sold Mr. T. We took him up to the auction. It was fully the plan to butcher that steer. I've been feeding him for a long time now. And so I was going to butcher him. I had to wait until after the new year because it's deer season now. And when I originally wanted to butcher him, he hadn't made quite weight yet. So I was just going to hold off. But he decided he wanted to be a full-on hunter jumper and jump 4-foot fences standing still. I won't have that, and I'm not going to have that influence Rebel, who is a perfect angel baby. We loaded him up and hauled him to the auction house, along with Fozzie, our ram, whom I tried to sell for a long time, but nobody wants to buy an older ram for breeding, so I understood that. So they both went off to market this past Wednesday, and now I am casually shopping for a lady friend for Rebel. Rebel, of course, is my Highland bull. My desire is a smaller scale, dual purpose cow. So, I'm thinking of like a Dexter that I can both milk and get beef from. So I am not looking to get something like a Holstein where I can get, 8 gallons of milk a day. I don't physically have the time to deal with that quantity of milk. However, I would like something that I could get a gallon or 2 off of. And my goal is to calf share, so that calf is going to be on mom. And if I need to not milk in the morning, I could just leave the calf with her and she could take care of it for me, or the calf could take care of it for me. So I'm looking at Dexters, Belfairs, which are Jersey Dexter crosses, mini Jerseys, and I would even consider something along the lines, a milking Devon. I would also consider something like a lineback or a lower producing standard size dairy cow. But again, I do want something that I can cross on my Highland and have a decent quality beef. Somebody had mentioned South Poles, and I love South Poles, but they're not that I know of. If there is information on this, please fill me in, but they're mostly beef. I don't think they're a dual purpose breed. And my goal here on the homestead is dual purpose. So if I'm going to feed you, I need you to give me the most back. So, a Dexter's not going to give me, 600 pounds of beef. That being said, if I can get 300 pounds of beef and a few gallons of milk, for me on the homestead, that's it, because then I'm winning on both sides. I'm taking care of 2 needs out of 1 type of cow. So that's where I'm at right now. Kind of holding off for a unicorn type situation. I want one that's halter broke already, that's good with hot wires, that's gentled. That I would love, ideally, one that's already pregnant, already bred. So that's what we're looking into right now.
You mind?
Harley, you want to bring Dad over here? Want to bring Dad over here?
Oh, he's big. I'm setting him up.
she's got the twine around his neck because she's teaching him to walk and set him up. But this is one of the 3. Oh, here comes another one of the 3.
Who's that, Ghost? I don't know. It was running away from me.
That's, yeah, that's Ghost. This is Ghost. Looky here. Look how big they're getting. And he kept his really cool ear. So he has one ear that's more like the Nige, well, I don't know, more like a mini Nubian would be, but that ear sticks straight up. He just cracks me up so much. Don't you? Just so cute. These guys they're available, okay? Reasonably.
Hey, trained.
They're bucks and they can be weathered. This one is Ghost. He's like a cream color. And he's got the most mini Nubian ears out of all of them. These guys are chunky for, let me, hold on. So these guys were born October 29. Oh my goodness. And look how chunky.
Why'd you let him go?
Look how chunky they are. They really are. Like little beefcakes. There's another one, Casper, somewhere. He's all white and he has the cutest ears out of everybody. But, yeah, so Harley's working with them. She's gonna get them like used to.
I'm just gonna hold him there for a second.
Oh, here he comes. Used to being. Oh, where's he at? Oh, there he is. Hey, you. Hey, you.
Hi.
Okay, bye.
I don't want.
So when last I left you guys, Miss Bridget was not loving her babies. And we were kind of having to just at least go in with her or hold her collar so that she would let them nurse. That is a thing of the past. They are doing great. They love mom. Mom tolerates them. So I also have, creep feed situation for them. So they are growing like weeds. And the nice thing is, Bridget, she's like, I think she's probably my best goat as far as things go. Her body condition feeding triplet boys is insane. She is beautiful. So I'm really happy about that. We haven't had to supplement them or do anything. So yeah. But yes, these guys are going to be available. I am going to put them on my website on Black Friday for a non-refundable deposit if anybody's interested. There'll be pictures and more information on them. And yeah. All right, I gotta get back to these stalls. All right, also, because I am the worst ever, I forgot my uncle's birthday. It wasn't so much that I forgot it, it's just that I'm really bad with dates, and actually I don't have it on my calendar or anything like that. So I forgot it. So if you guys could help me out in the comments down below and tell Dave happy birthday, I think he would absolutely love that. So help me out, help a girl out, because I'm a slacker. I'm a bad niece. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for tonight. I just want to kind of pop on here, get everybody brought up to speed, and I'm going to be popping on more regularly, especially this holiday week. So tomorrow I'll take you guys with us when we go to get the vet CVIs. We haul into the vet because, again, we're in no man's land. There's no vet that covers our area. So we just haul into the vet, which is really, really great. And while I'm up there, he had just seen these 2 horses, Athena and Atari. Athena, Atari, and Callie all got their yearly boosters when we had Cinch put down. So they should be pretty good on the boosters, but he saw them for their CVIs in July or August. And I'm going to ask him, he's a different vet. I'm going to ask him if he thinks they need boosted for the new virus that's out or if they should be okay. And if he thinks they need boosted, if he would give me the booster for them. Or if I have to haul them in or whatnot. So I will keep you guys posted. We're going to do that tomorrow. Probably also I'm going to be quickly building the sheep pens in the trailer. Because when you're hauling them, you want them in a smaller area. Like the box in our trailer is quite large. So I'm going to do with what I have on hand, and I'm going to try to do a smaller box situation. I have some 2x4s and I have like a dog X pen and stuff. So I'm going to try to utilize what I have and see what we can make work. But we're probably gonna do that tomorrow too. And I also have to run to the store for any last minute things. And again, I'm going up to the Amish bulk produce stores or bulk store. So I will take you guys along with us when we go do that. So I hope you guys tune in. It was so nice catching up with you guys. I really miss you all so much, but life just be lifing anymore and getting out of my control sometimes. So that's gonna wrap it up for tonight, guys. I hope you had a great day. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.